I don't know why. This is the way I do things all the time. There's my breakfast. This is Sunday morning. Oh, my work schedule's crazy, but so I buy this rebuild kit for the Garrett ball bearing turbo. Very cool. Nice little ball bearing center section. Comes with a DVD. It looks a little complicated to rebuild, but anyway, so I'm starting to take all this apart to get this turbo out of here. And look at what I discover. See where the wheel has hit against the outside, and the bearings, definitely something's going on, but this pretty much tells us that at least this housing and the fins are trashed. It was smoking out the back. The kit does come with front and rear. It's called they're called piston rings, but it's here's an old hole set. It goes in the groove in the back. Of course, this is a journal bearing, but that groove in the back is where the little piston ring, and then there's one on the front, which is actually right here on the bearing center section. But I need a new turbo. I'd like to go T4 because it's a 3-liter RB30 T4, which means I'd have to have a different manifold. But if I go any bigger, see these right here? This is where it's rubbing against my hood vent. And man, if I go any bigger, then the hood vent will have to be, I'll probably have to get a 300Z hood scoop type of deal, because I don't know how it's going to work, but it's going to have to be cut. Just look at that, right on the edge. If it was, I might luck out and only have to notch this portion out, hopefully, which might get hidden by the vent, or at least it may stick up a little bit. Man, I don't want to cut. I really don't want to cut that hood. But so that's where I'm at, and I got to buy a turbo, so that really sucks. So I'm thinking T4. This is a GT 35R. I was looking at the GTX 35 82R, but the newer version flows better. But I really want to. This is a T3 .82 hot side. Spool is around 4,000 RPM. I daily drive this. That's not bad, but I don't want to go any higher than that. I don't want to go 45. So what I'm thinking is a T4 with a .63 housing on that GTX. But now I'm starting to look at precision turbos. I want spool no later than 4,000. But man, I would love to have the flow to bring it, into crazy numbers, 700 horsepower if I want to have a good-looking dyno, but I want it to be drivable. So, and the motor's stock. So I would like, if I got to drop $2,000+ on a turbo, I want to get what I can use later on after the motor's built. Right now, I'm running 20 pounds. It feels more than enough. I feel like I'm kissing 500 maybe. I dynoed 440 with but I had a boost leak in the elbow here. I've since got a new boost leak. I wrapped that one, at the hand. I couldn't really take anything apart. So now I'm either going to wrap the header. They make a T3, T4 adapter, but it's about it's about yay thick, which is going to push that turbo out the hood even more. So, man, I don't know. I got all my suspension done. I just want to drive this freaking car, and I don't have $2,000 to drop on a turbo. I got my Willwoods and my big disc brakes Everything's feeling great. I feel like I have to kind of show everything again. A-arms, LSD rear, 4-inch exhaust. I just want to drive it. My plan was, all I really had to do was rebuild the my AC compressor, and I'm golden. It was running so good, and I get to work and it's chirping like a bird. So I'm going to check the my oil line. I got to check that, make sure it's not somehow clogged up. I just don't understand. But all in all, I've had this turbo 7 or 8 years. Garrett GT35R, it's a true Garrett. I bought it off eBay used for $600, I think. So 8 years, $600, ball bearing turbo. I'd say I got, good use out of it. I don't know why it failed so quickly. All I did was change my oil to conventional, motor oil, 10W30 or something like that. So I was running a synthetic, I think. I kind of go back and forth depending on what my paycheck looks like when I gotta go buy my oil. So I'll go back to the synthetic, but I was looking at a Precision. I want to say it was a 6470. I think the 6266 is kind of what replaces equivalent to this, but I don't know. Then again, I don't want my boost to be after 4,000 RPM. That's, come on, man. That's crazy. I mean, it's not crazy if you're if you want to jump on a dyno or or even street driving. It's not bad, but I drive this car every day, and to have to be 4,000 plus just to get full boost, it becomes a little annoying at times. I fifth gear rolling at heck 80 miles an hour is like, I think it's just at 3,000. So to have to make a nut, you have to downshift to fourth, really, to get power to leave, even at 80 miles an hour. That, I don't know, it's not bad, but fifth gear will easily, roll on, and the 3-liter's got plenty of torque to make it happen. But that's where I'm at. I'm thinking of rebuilding this anyway, just to show the procedure, but I can't use that fin again. Let's see, you can see that fin there where it was rubbing, but every fin, I just really don't think I can't rebuild and use that. The back end might be okay, but I would need a new compressor thingy, fin, the blades, and I think the housing. Might as well get a new one. That's what's going on. Oh, and you know what else is going on? Let me show you what else is going on. What else is going on is, can you see the abs? Do they show up at all? Oh, I've been working hard, man.